All right, folks, welcome to the channel. My name is Jason. Thanks for joining me today on this Sunday. It's a gloomy day in Northern California, but it's cold to us. It's like 50 degrees, but in Northern California, it's chilly to us. Anyway, so today's video, we're going to talk about this right here. This is the Colibri cutter. Now, I mentioned this cutter in a couple of videos ago. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it in one of these corners up here. Basically, it was all about cutters, and lo and behold, a couple people messaged me on Instagram asking me about this particular cutter that was mentioned in the video. So I'm going to do a full review on this thing. So sit back, relax, and grab a soda, grab a cigar, or whatever your drink of choice is, whatever your cigar of choice is, and join me, won't you? I'll be right back right after this. All right, guys, so we are back, and so we're going to talk about this Colibri cutter right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower my camera down to the table right here, and then we're going to do a quick unboxing of this, and I'll show you the box, I'll show you what you get, I'll show you talk about the cutter and all that fun stuff. All right, so here we go. So here's the box that the cutter comes in. Colibri always makes really good packaging on their products, along with their products themselves are excellent. So when you get the box, whether you get it from, we sell these at Napa Cigars, whether you get it from us or you get it from Colibri themselves, this is the box that it comes in. It's always got a nice embossed logo right there. This actually happens to be in silver. Some nice accent right there, and of course you've got the price on the bottom there, the box itself. That's pretty much all the labeling on the box itself. So let me go ahead and open this up. Let me get this in camera view. So when you open the box up, of course, there's the cutter inside. It's got the Colibri logo right there, again embossed like that silver tone right there, and then of course the box is in felt itself, and then of course here's the cutter. So let me pull the cutter out. So this is the cutter itself. Now this one actually happens to be in gold and black. I actually own a red and black one, which is somewhere around here. Now this is my second one. So the great thing about these Colibri cutters is that they're hefty. They got some nice weight to them, and they're just a solid cutter. So what you get in this one, for example, is you got the gold tones here. This is made like a rubber. I don't know really what the material is. I guess I could probably look that up, but it's like a rubber material. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. You've got the 4 screws here on top, which obviously are holding the piece together. Now the great thing about these Colibri cutters is that they've got, I guess they're indentations or divots right here on all 4 sides. So no matter where you're holding it, either like this, or when you're gonna pop the mechanism open, it's definitely a nice form fitting to your fingers. It's I don't know what the exact word I'm looking for is, but it's a nice thing to be able to hold right there, because it's got those indentations in there. So it's never really difficult to hold the cutter, I guess. So any way you're holding it, you're going to get a nice grip on it, especially with the and of course on the back, you've got 4 more screws here, the gold right here. We've got a little window right there, and some more of the rubber portion right here. And then on the sides, you got some the indentations here, obviously, some grooves right there. And then let me go ahead and pop the cutter open itself. Now how the cutter works basically is this little button right here. If you push it, the cutter opens basically like that. So let me do it from this way so you can see it. And one more time, it opens from the bottom right there. And so this has got a nice little sliding mechanism. You can see how the operation actually works when it cuts. Comes sliding in like that. You can see, let me move this up. So there's the V right there. It comes sliding in. That's how it actually cuts the cigar. Very free-flowing movement right here. I've owned another one of these for a couple of years, and I've never had a problem with this not sliding back and forth at all. I've never had to put any like oil on it or WD-40. It just works. And of course, this is a nice shiny silver right there. It's got some poles right here that keep the thing going in from keeps it going in straight, I guess the word I'm looking for. And so let me go ahead and cut a cigar. So now what I did earlier was I cut a cigar. I wanted to show you guys this. This is obviously one of my sponsors, which is Drew Estate Cigar. Now I cut one of these earlier because I wanted to show you guys something. I could do it on these cigars as well. I was actually going to smoke this one, which is why I cut it. But you can see the cutting that I have done here. Now this is what's called a crown. I've heard it called a crown cut. That's what I've been calling it. But basically what it is, it's a double V cut. It's cutting it one way and then cutting it the other way. Now technically it's kind of overkill. You don't really need to cut a cigar that much. You're going to get plenty of airflow through the cigar as long as it's not plugged. But this just gives you a little bit more airflow, I guess, if you want that much of a draw. A lot of people coming into the cigar shop lately and requesting this, which is why I did it. But basically it's just a cut one way and a cut another way. So I just wanted to show that real quick. So let me go ahead and actually cut a cigar so you can see. Now this is a cigar from another one of my sponsors. This is from JC Newman. This is their Q Havana cigar. This is a double Churchill, I should say. And the reason why I grabbed this one was because I just wanted to do a little size difference comparison so you can see the cigars and you can see exactly how it will cut. So basically the way a V-cutter works, if you don't know, it just basically slides into this portion here, and all you do is you just squeeze. And then you've got the little piece which ends up inside of there, and then of course you've got a great looking V-cut. I mean, that's excellent. You can see how that cut right there, and that's why Colibri makes such great cutters, is because of that fact. The V is deep in there. It's going to give you plenty of airflow, and there you go. Now, I was talking about that little crown cut, so let me do that real fast just so you can see how well. And then, of course, you know, the little piece comes out right there. So if you take the cutter and you just put the cigar in the opposite way and you cut, you get that little crown cut. So there you go. That's exactly how that works. And again, Colibri is great for doing this because their cutters are so sharp. So let me cut one more cigar. This is another one from Drew Estate right here. And then just I'll show you one more time. I'm going to smoke these, so it really doesn't matter that I cut them. The purpose is for the video. And again, you can hold this either way. You can hold it this way. You can hold it this way. It really doesn't matter because you have those little grooves here for your fingers. Ergodynamic, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. You can even cut it this way. You can do it however you want, whatever's comfortable for you. But no matter how you grab this cutter, it works great. So again, this just goes inside like this. And give a quick snip, and of course there you go, and you've got that sharp, nice deep V-cut right there, which again is a preference. I love V-cuts in cigars. They give you all that good airflow that you need. So again, here you go. Here's one here, and of course here's the other one here. So let me move these out of the way. So there you go. There's a good angle. So there's the crown cut, and two V-cuts right there. So you can see just how sharp the cutter is, just how well that cutter works, and it cuts that way every single time. And again, if you pop this open real quick, which I will, you can see that little piece pops out right there, and there's your little divot right there that you just took out of the cigar. Basically, all you got to do is just blow that out, and that's pretty much it. And that's the V-cutter from Colibri. Excellent cutter. Again, this is the second one I've owned. The first one is somewhere in my backyard. I lost it, which is why I had to end up buying another one. But I would not hesitate in buying one of these. If you guys are looking for a great cutter, Colibri makes excellent products, and this thing is always sharp. It's always well, always put together well, and it's a great thing to have, and it looks classy as well. So. Move this camera up. So if you guys have any questions about the V-cutter, the Colibri cutter itself, on the bottom, leave them in a little comment section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll leave a little link, obviously, to Colibri's website. We do sell these at Napa Cigars as well, and we do ship. We have a number of these at the store. We always have these in stock, and again, it's a great cutter to have. So again, before I go, I want to thank my sponsors, JC Newman, Drew Estate, Napa Cigars, Napa Cigar Society, and a Colibri. If you're watching, if you want to sponsor my channel as well, feel free. But again, this was an unsolicited. Colibri didn't ask me to do this review. I just did it on my own, just because this is such a great product, and I did get some people asking me about the cutter itself. So if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in next video. Take care, guys.